There's some brand new footage from yesterday that I want you to see as well. It's at the end of the video. Hello, welcome. Really interesting timestamp from the last video I did, the little cell phone clip video I did in the snow. I call it Snow Mountain just because it doesn't do anything except snow here. Really great timestamp by Forest Wolf. There is many others from Carlos. I just saw Dana posted some on Energy Overload. Really shocking timestamps, like amazing timestamps that you wouldn't really expect to see in the snow. This is done in a way that we don't understand. Now, keep in mind, if you're still one of the very few people that has processing issues with this, like you're thinking, you still have you think that you're thinking on the level of a Harvard grad, but you have the thinking of a nursery school level kid. This is done in a way that you're not going to understand. We're trying to help you here. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, this is done on an expert level as far as humans are concerned right now. We're not looking for opinions. This is done factually. I visit them there in the summer at their seats, at their tridents, and their giant 150-foot structures. This is not a mistake. So we're not looking for default logical explanations from the simple folk of the world. Okay, we love you, but you know nothing, and we're here to help you. These are the way things are going to be said from now on. I'm not going to be walking on eggshells around dumb people any longer. I am on the brink of one of the most fascinating situations on this earth. It leads to the secrets of you and this earth. And I'm done with the regular people of the world that their eyeballs are spinning around in circles. It's over, okay? We are moving forward. You can either be left in the dust or come with us. It's up to you. Just to break from which are not insults. I really don't want you to think that. I don't think I'm cooler than you or better. Like I'm talking to the people that don't know me. I just want you to be aware that there's still people in this world that you can trust. Okay, there's no one out there. The last thing you're gonna do is try to make money doing this. Okay, I do this out of a wonder. That's out of a fascination. After meeting them in person, I do this. They're still great. I have the largest team in the world. It's not only is it the largest, but it dwarfs any other Sasquatch organization on Earth by about 1,000 times. We are the best of the best and we have people in place in every single country. That's worth discussing. And it's just an amazing thing. And these are the best people you will ever meet. There's still people out there that you can trust. This is all real. We are here just to share in it with you. We don't want the whole world. We just want to grab the one person, which I know can hear me. That one person out of this video we're going to get. That's who we want. We don't want to reach the world. The world's not ready. They can't even tie their own shoes. We just want you. You're the one person out of your town that's different than everyone else. Isn't it amazing? That one person who will be called crazy by other people is the only normal, real person. When the rest of the world who believes themselves carrying on perfectly sane are the people that are insane. It's a crazy thing. I'm talking about people I love dearly. I just went into the archives and dug up some stuff that I want you to see. It's nothing will be familiar. I mean, it's the Vortex a little bit, but I edited it differently. I just want to show you that for a minute and some great timestamps. Just a little video before the new year for you guys. I'm working on a bigger one as well. I just wanted to get something out today. Love you guys. Enjoy. You guys do that. They did that since the last time I came here. This is what the amazing thing is about doing this. Remember, it's not just a tree. You don't see any other trees. Nothing blew over. Nothing. There's no wind. Nothing. Wind doesn't blow over trees in high elevation. Hardly ever. I'll give you $1 million if you can show me a tree blowing over. You filming it blowing over at high elevation. I'll give you $1 million. I just got to get it first. Actually, can I give it to you after I have like a couple million? I got to pay Kelly back too. Look at that. They just did that. Why? It's a mystery, in a sense, because they don't stop doing it. I go into this place down below. It looks just like this. These kind of weird looking like spider things. And it's so active below where I went in last year, around that rock. You just go in there. I don't know. To me, it's like eerie and Halloweeny and like witchy. I still get asked about the Vortex a lot, and some active members, like people that really watch a lot of videos, still have missed this. And I just wanted to re-show. Did you guys see when I went back and the deer crossed. I was just showing how I got that picture. Just keep in mind, I had been filming all day. My camera's filled up. So when it happened, I was on the phone talking to Neil. And I said, oh my God, hold on. I can't remember the exact conversation with Neil, but I said, I had just taken it, or I said, hold on or something. And the only thing, I get my camera, I'm like, and it's like beep, 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 beep. It's full. So I had to get my cell phone and I just take a picture because I'm on the phone with my biggest supporter. And I just take the picture. And that's what you're seeing here. Well, you're seeing footage of another time I returned, and I wanted to reshoot the same with a video, the same footage. Come on, you guys, help me prove Joe Hauser wrong. Open up the Vortex for me. I don't know if Joe will see this video, but Joe is from Montana Vortex. He was blown away by this footage, by this Vortex. But one thing he said to me, and I'll never forget it for some reason. You know what he said to me? Well, he complimented. He was an amazingly this is all positive, so don't take it the wrong way. But at the end, he goes, you know what? You'll never be able to do that again. This is the hardest thing. I was like, I'm going to do this again. But I haven't spent a lot of time, but I'm on this. He didn't challenge me, but it's accepted. That what you're seeing there is all dinosaurs. That's where the dinosaurs used to live. Dinosaur National Monument. The mountains are even made for the dinosaurs, by God, it would seem. See Dinosaur National Monument in San Francisco. It's simply breathtaking. Simply. Alright, so Vortex starting now, hopefully. Yes, the Vortex. Recognize the lines. It was cool. The Vortex was almost the same color as the dirt. Down there. Here's where I took the picture, right here. I was right here. Let me put that in just for the heck of it, because now I ever wanted. Probably something you don't need to know right now, but these are depicted on almost every petroglyph set found across the earth. Is a being with his arm going into the vortex. It's not an accident. This has been happening right before our eyes. We just thought it used to be. It's been hidden from us for a reason. You know, or is everything just going about the business the way it always has been, right? And then we have this special little dome built for us. That's what it seems like to me. I can't quite figure it out, but I'm going to get to the bottom of the deception because I want to know. This is the first time I've really explained it. It was right here, and it was right at the end. It was like right in the sky. Not all the way to the paved road there, but like right there. The question is, can it still be, can it still appear and disappear? And, do I think that's just random? Probably, but I got to tell you, the Colorado Bigfoot part of me just sees anything but randomness. That deer was for me to see later on the video and then realize. That's what I think. Okay, this happens to me every single day. It's not like once in a while. The deer just ran right in front of me. I didn't expect that to happen, but if it did, then I know they gave it to me. Because there's no way my timing is that on. So all of a sudden it just gave me a flash like it's there and it's not. They gave it to me. In my vortex, you can even see the beings. You can see the being in the middle of it. Just
just like you can see on the ones the Indians have driven, have drawn all over the world on, well, at least our Indians in the United States have drawn on, made these petroglyphs. Most people believe it's the Indians, but I see things on those rocks as well that look to me like it was these guys. It's not just the Indians. But because no one was there. So that's the thing. People, you know, how people make claims thousands of years later, they don't know. You don't know who drew what, believe me. You get their paycheck, they come up with an answer. It's just, science is only good in some aspects, not figuring out the things they've been taught not to believe. You know? Science, even they announced recently that they're tired of researching things that can't be seen.
I'm here to tell you to ignore almost everything that you have been taught about our history. I promise you, it's not true. Hey, check out the leprechaun. I just came across this. This is an older clip I made. It's only from like a year or two ago, but forgive the lines, but it's just an amazing situation. So I used to think those were seats, but that's just their playground. Remember, most of what you are out there looking for isn't what you thought. It's very small. I believe Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all that, it's all just a distraction. It's all real, but it's a very small part of what's really happening. It's all little. They don't want you to find out that it's little. That's the biggest key, because then no one's scared. Forgive the lines.
Pause it right there a second. You see him? So that hand, whatever it is, I think it is. You know, there might be another one back there. You know, it's hard to tell how he's actually, you might just be seeing 3. It's probably 5. But there is guys out there, you know. But you can see his leg. I mean, they're in some kind of trick. You can see the ground and all that. None of that's visible. And there's one right there in the back. If you look really closely back there, you can see him. See him back there?
Who remembers this spot? This is like 10 miles above me. You can only get there on a motorcycle or a four-wheeler. And then you'll see the other behind him. Look above, you'll see the other face. Remember, it's not what you think. Okay, I don't know what you think, but it's still not that. Keep in mind, behind them are some of the most definitive structures ever found, all with seats that have their own X's and tridents on them. Okay? Keep in mind, don't forget what I have filmed behind the Vortex. From behind me when I'm driving towards it, this is what's behind. The most amazing captures ever. Multi-million-dollar captures that I do for free because I love it. Okay, our society is so hypnotized. If a regular person sees what you're seeing right here, a structure that's really like no other, it's very difficult to locate something like this. They don't see it. They just think that all they see is like sticks that fell over. They can't see the geometry. They can't see the language. It's all a system and it's an alphabet. It's how they connect to energy. And then of course they really can't see him, right? If they can't see the sticks, they can't see him. It's a crazy thing and it's a crazy world out there. I really feel bad for these people. I do. I don't care if the guy's got $100 million in the bank. I feel horrible that he knows nothing. He has no knowledge. He walks around with no knowledge whatsoever. He's got a Porsche, but does that get you to heaven? Keep in mind, everyone's out there, including myself, in very simple terms, looking for what we call Bigfoot. 90%, just making up the percentage, some incredible percentage, is not what we thought. It's almost all small in our forests. And you have to go to certain places to get to these big guys. And it also, among the small, there seems to be bigger ones sometimes, but I think that they're faking it. It's looking like. I think it's been the trick since the beginning of time to help keep them safe, is to create the illusion of that something bigger is out there. Now, there is big things out there, but not the bulk of it. Most of the places you will visit will be little. Of course, this is just my opinion at this point, but it sure seems to be seems to be something to it. Remember, when I started this, I didn't know how complicated this was going to be. I just saw them. I didn't know it would lead down the path to this being so far-fetched like from like compared to the information we've been given as humans, is so like, not only that, but I'm seeing now that it's beyond anything I could even like, as open as my mind is, anything that I cannot process what's happening yet. I need their help. It's like I'm working on it. I get further. It's a crazy thing. I'm not supposed to know, I don't think, yet. They told me, believe it or not, they already told me everything that any human being will ever need to know. And I was like, well, how come I don't know? And they said, you'll know when you need to know. And then all of a sudden, I started answering all these questions. Like, I had no idea. People asked me, I'd give them a 45-minute answer, knowing for sure. Like, I don't know. So that seems to be true. It's hard to believe, but man, I'll tell you, just leave your mind open. If it gets way harder to believe than that. I love you guys. Have an absolutely great day today. Trust in this. This is the most fascinating thing you could ever do today, is look in the forest. You have a stigma that's been created by other humans to keep your nose out of it. And if you do, you lose. I'm not sure how many more times I could say it. Just remember, system, alphabet, language. Never forget that I told you this.
It's that video I put out just for my cell phone on regular YouTube, and I was talking about it goes up forever that way, and how special it is, and there's a new X. So anyone that keeps up should probably know. Down here, I got to show it to you. So in the middle of the winter, when you're seeing all this and stuff, to see it was too incredible. It's their spot. I might have to show you later. It's right here. Wait for it. It's right there.
Guys, to see this with your eyes going by is so amazing, because it shouldn't really be there. Like, it just got there. This is their spot. They look at the circles down at the bottom. Like, it's so good. And then behind goes forever. That's where I did my snow video. That's Snow Mountain behind there. So I investigate. I visit their homes there, and now they have an X on the highway.
It's such a spot. I saw their structures down at the road. You guys, they did like an incredible structure at the road, like on the highway, right? I look up behind it and I see the most amazing X. Hopefully it's on that video. I couldn't zoom in because I had to look back. Snowstorm, I wanted to show you just how like crazy dark and like just, I don't know, it's just another apocalyptic look to it today. I gotta show you. Hopefully it'll be in this same video on the way home. You gotta see what they've done on this property over here, you guys. Everything is turned into tridents, and then they made huge structures, and it's a property now owned by the state. And they have they've always been there, but what they're doing now it's crazy. So I'll show you. Wait till you see. Like, this is a place that I know really well, and it all changed overnight, like on huge scale. No weather, nothing. Just like this. There's no wind or anything. It's basically raining. This is very strange weather. It's 35 here, like by me, like not even in town. That's kind of warm for right now. I'm not quite sure our weather is like normal. I've been seeing other people say that their weather is very strange too, like the opposite almost, or like, where it was real. It's supposed to be a certain temperature and it's the opposite. It seems to be going on a lot lately. I don't know if that's a result of our spraying or what. Hey, what is that? Is that just wood? It's amazing how that looks. Where's that? I have to leave my blanket on. I apologize. There's the clump right there. It's so strange over here, just a stone. I think. I've never seen it look like that. I literally stopped my car. Because that's been moved. Whatever's happened, that stump's never been there before. Look at that. See over here, like it looks like some dude sitting on a log. That's what I saw driving down the road. You guys, all I do is look in there. I think it's just a stump, but remember, it's all little. They're just right there where I'm showing you, but little. Right there.
And not all completely tiny. You'll know it's not completely tiny when you see the teepee type huts. Then you get like the 3 or 4 foot tall ones that are across the street from me. This is basically across the street from where I live. I've caught them on the drone. They're all like 3-4 feet tall, and then it goes to little tiny things. This is legit. You can see he's connected. You can see the black connection to his shoulder, and then there's another white one to the right.
We never knew it. It's always happened right in front of us, and no one ever knew it. Then I showed everybody for a fact. Like, you don't have to believe me. I've shown you for a fact thousands of times, and people choose not to. Like, they just choose to succumb to the hypnotism. I understand it like a little bit because I have that myself. Like, I'm not completely unhypnotized. I have the same thing. So as I'm speaking or as I'm showing something, I know exactly how that person, that's outside of our little world here might feel because, I'm a human too. I understand. But, I think the frustration is the lack of, hang it with me because I'm going to show you the new one on this camera. I haven't, it's just the lack of trusting others, the lack of putting faith into other humans. I know that so many of us have ruined that. So many of us have wronged others, and we'll self-justify somehow. We won't take fault. We will self-justify. We'll make it however we need to be. And a lot of people will never see through that. I do. I try not to. Look at the size of that. I never show you literally the size of the little forest there. There's their X. And here's the new teepee. No snow. It's always melted in there. They come right out of that thing right there. Right there. Those are new leaders. I was trying to show on my cell phone. Those are new. I don't know if I showed that video or not. I take so many videos and I don't put them up. I do them every day on my cell phone. That white face we got in there that day is definitely not there. Look how there's an X on top of that, you guys. That just appeared one day. And then along with everything being real weird looking, like all that stuff is field gold. I just want to walk in there so bad. Even if I walk on the other side of that fence and just film in, I'll be able to.
Remember, one of the reasons I'm really known is back in the beginning, I filmed one in live time in a V-tree. Okay, so the V-trees are part of their system. Notice, laying in the V-tree just happens to be a stick that's a trident.
See it all. You guys, it's just take my word for it. It's something to do with those trees. It's
in other words, they tell me that it makes it easier, right? The system, the structures. So what the trees do, especially these V trees, these old ancient trees, seem to replace, seem to do the same job as the structures they build in the forest. So you don't necessarily, you'll see the system there, but you don't necessarily have to have the definitive system in place that blows our mind, because that's exactly what that tree is. It's a system within itself. It's energy. I'm sorry if I sound a little stressed. I'm okay. Everything's great. You guys are the best. Thank you for the support. Shout out to Gene. Sent me a nice card and nice messages while I was stressed out. Everyone to Kelly and just everybody, Lori. Just appreciate you guys so much. Lori hit the thanks button. I know she did it just to say that she cared. So I really appreciate that. The thanks buttons really help you guys. I need to generate more income or I'm not going to be here much longer. It sucks. I don't want to go. This is not a decision I'm making. It's being made for me. I don't need a temporary. I need a permanent solution, which is just a few more people. I love you.